What up, world? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of Convos with Deej. I'm the Deej. This is episode 16, and it's the final episode of 2021. So now that the holidays are over, I'm glad that hopefully you enjoyed your holidays. If not, hopefully, you got past that. Happy New Year's, all that good stuff. Honestly, I'm glad that the holidays are over, but everybody's not me, so whatever. But I digress. I'm the Deej, episode 16. This episode, since it is the final day of 2021, and it's a Friday, so usually new music comes out, but today there is no new music, but it's the end of the year, so I'm going to do like a Grammys, but it's not the Grammys. I'm calling it the Donnies, because one, don't get me started on the Grammys and how they just like, I don't even, if you've seen the Grammy list for this year, it's just like, man, do y'all even listen to music? No, you don't. Anyway, so I'm going to do my own version of the Grammys called the Donnies. It's going to be dedicated to the best albums of the year, best songs of the year, and best lyricist and best singer. I'm going to cover all the bases, but I'm not doing as many categories, obviously, as the Grammys, because it's just me, one, and two, that would take too long. And I'm just basically picking the music that I mainly listen to. The music that I mainly listen to, which is mainly like rap, hip hop, alternative, those are really the three categories. Rap, hip hop was four. Rap, hip hop, rap, R&B, house, and alternative. And what I consider alternative is basically anything that I can't put in an actual, like, oh, this is pop, this is country, like anything that's not regular to me, I guess. Like, I don't know, just things that music that's like out there, that's like just different. I would call that's what I consider alternative. So without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to the Donnies. Yeah. All right. So I'm starting off, wrote everything down, so this would be easy as possible. So first off, we're going to start with best rap album of the year. There's a lot of rap that came out this year, more than expected. Most of it came out, I would say, in like the second half of the year, like between May to probably like October, November. So I have, let's see, 5 albums. First album is Mac Homie, Pray for Haiti, or how they would say in Haiti, AOTY. So Mac Homie, Pray for Haiti. That one I listened to when it probably around the time when it first came out, but I recently like re-listened to it within the past month or so. Like, man, Mac Homie really like put his foot in that, bro. Like, that man's gonna be a problem. Like, and he dropped another album this month, actually, so check that one out as well. The names escapes me right now, but the highlights of Pray for Haiti, the intro, 26 letter, starts off like real gritty. He just starts bringing the bars, and then it goes to No Blood, No Sweat. That's a banger. All the songs are going to be bangers, so like if you hear me say that's a banger, like, sorry, like, they're bangers. Then the Stellar Ray Theory, and oh no, it's 2 more. Blockchain and 10 Boxes Sin Eaters. Those are the last 2 songs, Blockchain and 10 Boxes Sin Eater. The production on there was really good. The bars on there is solid. He had Westside Guns on there because he's part of the Griselda family. So like that combination, it's just it's like a real gritty rap album. Like, it kind of gives you like that Mob Deep kind of grit. Like yeah, this, because he's from New York, so it's like, all right. And Griselda's from Buffalo, so it makes sense. Like that real gritty New York kind of sound, those bars. It was really good. And shout out to the conductor for the production on most of the beats. So that was Pray for Haiti. Rap album number 2 was Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. If you haven't heard that one by now, like, you definitely sleeping, because that one's just been all over the place as far as rap album of the year, just the songs of the year. I got so many songs on here from that like just hit, because at this point Tyler will backtrack, because if you think about like Tyler, his progression as far as music, like first he was doing like he was with Odd Future, so they were doing raps and everything, but he was always creative, so he wanted to do more. So then when he finally branched out onto his own, like he had Goblin and Bastard, and then he did I think Wolf came after that, and then Cherry Bomb dropped after that, and then it was after Cherry Bomb, then it was Scumfuck Flower Boy, then it was Igor, and now it's Call Me If You Get Lost. Like that progression, like if you listen to this first album, you're like, oh, okay, this sounds like a 18 to 21-year-old trying to rap. And then you listen to Wolf, and it's like, all right, he's starting to develop himself. Then you listen to like Scumfuck Flower Boy and Igor, and even Cherry Bomb, you're just like, oh, he's really trying to do different things. But and at that time, like, he wasn't really rapping as much, so it's like, okay. But I always really wanted him to rap, because I was like, yo, he can rap. But like for some reason, he just doesn't rap as much as I personally want him to, which is a thing an issue that I had with Drake. Like, he just wants to sing all the time. But I digress. But on Call Me If You Get Lost, he brought DJ Drama. So it's like a Gangsta Grills album. If you know Gangsta Grills, like if you grew up on that, oh my God, bro. Like, whoo, he killed it. And then once again, he brought Lil Wayne he has him on Hot Wind Blows. So like Tyler keeps finding a way to bring Lil Wayne onto his albums, and it's just like, yo, it's just like that combination is crazy in itself. So then What's Your Name is like a smooth, like 90s kind of R&B, but he's still rapping on like, oh, you little mountaineer. It's like, oh man, like that song's gonna hit live, bro. Then my favorite song on here probably is Run It Up, because it just starts, it's like, boom, 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 boom. It's like it's just him talking shit, like he's being braggadocious. It's like, yo, like whatever you want, you go get it. It's like, all right, bet. And then he's got Tizo Touchdown on there. It's like that song really hits. Like that's my favorite song on there. And Manifesto of Donald Genesis. He's got Rise of Daisy World. He's got Tyler really went in, like he must have heard the fans was like, yo, like when you gonna start rapping more? And it's like, yo, like here I'll go. Like it's perfect. I love it. So then after that, we got Isaiah Rashad, The House Is Burning. That one was one of my favorites as well. Came out around the same time, like within a week or two of Tyler's album. And then I went to go see Isaiah performing. It's like, oh man, like I've been waiting years to see Isaiah live. So like this was really good. Starts off with Dark Side. It's like, what am I supposed to do outside but get rich? It's like, yeah, like what else are you supposed to do? And you got R.I.P. Young. I mean, people like From the Garden. Like that's not my favorite one, but I can see why people like it. So I will shout that one out. But then you got R.I.P. Young, you got Headshots, Hey Mister, The House Is Burning, the actual song, and then the second half of HB to You. I believe it's Happy Birthday to You, but who knows? The second half of that song, like that's my favorite part of the whole album. So, like I could put that on loop all day. So got those three. Then we got Nas, King Disease 2. Nas also released an album last Friday, Magic. Go check that out. But back to King Disease 2. This one's really good because he got Lauryn Hill back. So it's like, and Lauryn Hill's rapping. Like it's not Lauryn Hill singing. It's like, oh my God, like Lauryn Hill's like doing the shit she was doing with the Fugees. So it's like, okay. So shout out to just shouting out the songs now. Got Rare, EPMD 2 featuring EPMD and Eminem. Eminem really brought the bars on that. Count Me In, My Bible. Whole album produced by Hit Boy. So shout out to Hit Boy and Nas. That's a crazy combo. And then last rap album for consideration, Baby Keem, The Melodic Blue. it's out there. It's and I don't mean like it's out there. I mean like it's different. It's this different kind of rap, and I like it. Like I fucks with Baby Keem hard. I was fucking with Baby Keem before like Orange Soda. Like Baby Keem is here to stay for a little while, and Kendrick's definitely giving him the cosign with Family Ties and Range Brothers. So it's like, all right, he's gonna be here. But you got Pink Panthers, or I'm sorry, Pink Panties, Lost Souls. My favorite song is First Order of Business. Actually, I really like how it's just like simple, but it's like, okay, I hear you, Baby Keem. So, rap album of the year. Who gets the Donnies? Goes to Tyler. Call Me If You Get Lost. Banger, like front to back. I gotta give it to Tyler. Moving on, next category. We got R&B album of the year. Started off with Snow Allegra. Shout out to Snow. Can't wait. Oh my God. That concert's going to be sick in March. But shout out to Snow. Temporary Highs and Violet Skies. That Snow, in my opinion, Snow can do no wrong. So it's like, I might be a little biased, but whatever. Like and then there was an argument like, oh, Snow's our generation's Sade. It's like, I mean, like if you just think about like energy wise, like when Sade was in her prime, I mean, she's still Sade, but like when Sade was like really out here, it's like, yeah, like Snow gives me that same feeling that I get when I listen to the Sade album or any song. It's like, it's the same kind of vibe. So it's no disrespect to either of them when you say like one is like, you're not trying to say one's better than the other. Like Sade's irrelevant now. It's just like they're on the same vibe for me. So like that's where I would compare them. But shout out the songs on there. Lost You, that was one of the singles. In Your Eyes, produced by Pharrell. Or no, produced by the Neptunes, actually. So Pharrell and Chad. Neon Peach was with Tyler. And also In the Moment with Tyler, the creator. So, and Tyler produced those two songs as well. That crazy chemistry. And then On My Mind featuring James Fauntleroy. That song's been on repeat probably like the past couple of months. That song's been on my mind. See what I did? That song's been on my mind for probably like just like on repeat though. Like sometimes and then I get excited about going to the concert. So it's like, I can't wait to hear that live. So that's Snow's album, Temporary Highs and Violet Skies. Next one, Van Jest, Homegrown. I'm gonna shout out the deluxe version because it has more songs. High and Dry is really good. My favorite song on here is between Come Over Again, because there's Come Over, which is the first song on there, but Come Over Again is like the remix, it's better. Like I just like it. So Feels Right is part of the deluxe album, and Love and Hope is the last song on the deluxe album. Love and Hope is really good. Like I was playing that on repeat for a minute when I first heard it. So that's Van Jess. Then we got Cleo Soul, part of the group Salt. They also released an album this year, but it's not on streaming anymore, so I couldn't listen to it. But shout out to that album. I believe it's 9 by Salt. If you can find it, go listen to it. And I should have put that in the alternative section, but like I can't listen to it now, so I can't be like, oh, like why? So, but that was a good album. And also listen to their other albums, SAULT, Salt. So anyway, Cleo Soul, she dropped an album, Mother. Also, shout out to her for being a mother. She had a baby this year, so that's great. Congratulations. But that album, Mother, it's right there with Snow. Like front to back, when I first listened to it, I was like, there were no skips for me. It's just like, this album, this is perfect. Like it was full of emotion and love and like all the things that I want to hear from an R&B album. Like I like sometimes you just get tired of all like the sex songs. It's just like it's like, all right, like I've heard that before. Like I want to hear some feelings when I listen to R&B. Like, and it's other feelings than just sex. So, but that's all they put on the radio. So like, I don't know what you want to do. But we got Promises, Don't Let It Go to Your Head, Music, Know That You're Loved. It's probably like 12, 13 songs on there. But That album's really good. And then the last one is Charlotte Day Wilson. She released Alpha. She released that on the same day as Snow released her album. So that one's really good as well. I've been listening to Charlotte Day Wilson for a while. Like most of the people, that's one thing. Side note, that's one thing. Like the artists that I'm mentioning now that are like really getting their recognition. Like I've been listening to them before they were like, and that's always the cheese. Like, I've been listening to this, like, but I really have been listening to them when it's like, oh, like who's this? It's like, oh, this is good, but they didn't have anything really else out, and then like their progression as an artist and as a person, like that's why I'm really excited and happy for the people that I'm giving these awards to, and just my favorite artists in general. So anyway, Charlotte Day Wilson, Alpha. Lovesick Utopia, Mountains, which Drake sampled on Certified Lover Boy, Changes, and I Wish It Was Easy. So those are the songs. Listen to all the albums, of course, but R&B album of the year for me goes to, you shouldn't be surprised, it goes, actually, wrong. I surprised myself. It goes to Cleo Soul, Mother. Why? Like I said, front to back, that album was just full of love and emotion and like positive, like it was just a really good album, and I don't think enough people know about it, and that's why I'm giving Cleo Soul the Donny for best R&B album of the year. I want more people to listen to that album. Cleo Soul, Mother, she gets the award, so shout out. So next we got alternative album of the year. This one should be like a quick bang bing bang. First we got Hiatus Coyote, Mood Valiant. Yeah, Mood Valiant. So I don't even know where to start. This is sorry. I lost my track of thought. Hiatus Coyote, Mood Valiant. Really good album. Really good. If you're not used to listening to like the thing about this category, alternative album of the year, for me is like these are all songs or albums that like you wouldn't really expect me to listen to, or like bringing race into this. You wouldn't expect like a black person to listen to like some of this stuff. You just be like you listen to that, or her, you listen. It's like, yeah, I listen to anything. I just like good music. So I don't care what it is. I don't care who sings it. If it sounds good, it makes me feel in a emotion that I'm looking for, is like put those together. That's what I'm here for. So Hiatus Coyote, Mood Valiant, said that for the third time. Great album. My favorite one on here was between Bone and Marrow and Stone or Lavender. Those are the last two songs on there. But we also got And We Go Gentle. Music video for that one's crazy because the song's about a moth and a moth being attracted to flame. And if you know about moths and flame, like that doesn't work out well for the moth. But the video is crazy. So then Rosewater and Sparkle Tape Breakup. That one was really good. Like when I first heard it, I put that on loop for a couple days. So next album, Sundrop Garden. You can type that in, but the way it's not spelled like Sundrop Garden. Like it's like I don't even know how to describe it. But if you search Sundrop Garden, it will show up. But when you see like the artist name, it's not going to say Sundrop Garden. It's just parentheses and like a zero or a circle. So, but Sundrop Garden, she released the album. She's also became a mother this year as well. With if you know FKJ, he does like kind of houses, like also alternative music as well. Like they had a baby this year as well. So shout out to them. She released an album. It's just called 3, but it's got parentheses around it. The songs that I liked off of there was Tired of That Old Shit, and I didn't mention part 1 and 2. Then we got Remy Wolf, Juno. I can't. If I were like in high school, I probably would like really fuck with this. I'd be like, yo, this is crazy. Like, she's the yeah. But like, I'm older, so it's like I still fuck with it, but not like, oh man, like I'm gonna play this every day. But I could see, like, I think she's gonna get more traction because she has a lot of talent. Some of her songs are kind of out there though, so that's why I'm like, but but she's in contention. So Remy Wolf, Juno. We got What You Doing, WYD, and we got Street You Live On. That's the last song on there. That I really like that song. So then we got JMSN, Heals Me, JMSN. Shout out to JK Doom, aka Sheed. He compared JMSN, or he was like, JMSN is like Justin Timberlake but like better, basically. So I don't really disagree. Like, if Justin Timberlake had stayed on the like Neptune's Pharrell kind of wave, like, yeah, this would probably be him now. So JMSN, he released an album this year, Heals Me. 2 songs on there, Act Like I'm Not Here and Donde Estás. James Blake, Friends That Break Your Heart. I'm just gonna bang through them now. James Blake, Friends That Break Your Heart. Got Famous Last Words, Frozen's featuring Jid and Suave. And then I'm So Blessed You're Mine. That's probably my favorite one on there. Like, it's kind of like his old, like when he was being a DJ. It's like got that like house kind of vibe. So Mild High Club, Mild, MILD High Club. Going, Gone. Really good. It's Over Again and Clutches 2 are the 2 songs on there. And then Mr. Twin Sister, Al Mundo Azul. It's not my favorite album from them, but it is a good album. Like their Salt album, not SAULT, but SALUT. That was the first one that they, I guess, officially dropped. That one is my favorite one by them. But Azul Mundo is also a really good one. They got Expressions, Ballerino, Diary, and Al Mundo Azul, like the actual song. So, best alternative album of the year for me. I don't even know what I put. Oh. Hiatus Coyote. My bad. Hiatus Coyote, Move Valiant gets alternative album of the year. It's really good. Listen to it front to back. Go check out the video for And We Go Gentle. So we got best rap album, best R&B, best alternative album. Okay. Best EP. 4 short ones. There's EPs are shorter than albums, so it's no point in me being like, listen to this song or shouting out the songs. Like, they're already short enough for you to just go listen to it yourself. So got Kaytranada, Intimidated. You could already see where this is going. Kaytranada, Intimidated. Shintaro Sakamoto. Shout out to him. I love him. Like, he's great. The Feeling of Love. He released that over the summer. Leanne LaHavis. She released an EP. Live at the Roundhouse. And Drake, Scary Hours 2. So those are the 4 that I have. And I'm giving the Donny to... I'm changing it right now. I'm giving it to Leanne LaHavis, honestly. I circled Kaytranada because it's Kaytranada. But when I really think about it, Leanne LaHavis, that Roundhouse album is really good. Because she's just singing majority of the songs from her debut or her self-titled album. And then she throws like a couple other songs from her previous albums as well. But I like that. I like that one probably more than I like the Kaytranada album. Like, when I really think about it. Because Kaytranada or EP only had 3 songs, and this one has like about 6 or 7. So, yeah. Shout out to Leanne LaHavis. We get the Donny for best EP of the year. All right. We got, let's see how many we got. 1, 2. We got 4 more categories. This is going to be simple. It shouldn't take as long, but who knows. We got Lyricist of the Year. I'm basing this off of bars, flow, rhyme scheme, just production. I'm basing this off of like multiple things that you should really think of when you think of a lyricist. Like, is he able to, like, flow is basically like, are you able to command the beat and like just like right, whatever you say just matches the beat just perfectly. It's like, but like you got your rhyme schemes, like, are you doing that? Like, how your rhymes come in? Like, what your like the production? Are you picking the right song? So, lyricist of the year, I got Freddie Gibbs, Tyler the Creator, Nas, Rick Ross, Currency, and Matt Comey. That's 6. I picked Freddie Gibbs because he's on a mission. Like, he lost the Grammys, last year or 2 years ago. He's on a mission to get that Grammy now. Like, he's like, yo, I want that shit. So now you can feel it. He's whenever he drops his next album, like he wants a Grammy. So Tyler went on a run this year. Like, anything that he touched, like, he killed it. Nas, it's Nas. I don't have to say anything else. It's Nas. Rick Ross, in my opinion, I'm going to say this for Rick Ross, highly underrated as a lyricist. Highly underrated. Like, when I listened to my Spotify rap and it was like Rick Ross is my top 5, like, it made sense. At first I was like, what? And then I was like, oh. Because it's like, yeah, Rick Ross, like, if you're not really listening to him, you just be like, oh, he's just like the hustling guy. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, he is hustling, but like, yo, like, there's a reason why he has like the features that he has. Like, he's at where he's at. Like, he's really good, and I think he's still underrated. So so that's 4. I put Currency on there because he, in my opinion, is the hardest working rapper as far as like making music and then just putting it out there. Like, he dropped like 6 albums. He dropped an album a month, like, for the past 6 months. He had already dropped probably like 2-3 in the first half of the year. It's like, he's always dropping music for the people. And like, that's why I put him on there. Currency is consistent. He's the most consistent rapper that I could honestly say. Like, I can't think of anybody else that drops as much music as him and is consistently good. It's not just like, oh, I'm just releasing it. It's just like, that was okay. It's like, no, like 9 times out of 10 it's really good. So that's why he's on the list. And then Matt Comey, like I said, he dropped Pray for Haiti, and the second album that he dropped earlier this month, he's going to be like, if he starts getting more traction, he's going to be a real problem, like, in the next couple of years. So that's why I put all of them in the list for best lyricist of the year. And the Donny goes to, I decided to give it to Tyler, honestly. If you couldn't tell by like the earlier in the videos, like, Tyler, Call Me If You Get Lost was really, like, to basically do a Gangster Grills, but it's like an album, and like and then like his features, production, he's on the Snow album. Like, if Tyler keeps rapping, he's going to be, when it's all said and done, he's going to be like top 10 in my mind, because he's capable of doing this consistently, and he's like creative. He's Tyler the Creator. Like, he's creative as fuck, so he can. The sky's really, no, not even the sky. Like, I don't really think there is a limit for this guy, because he's just, I admire him. He's one of the people that like we're around the same age, but like, I really do admire him as far as like, like, he wants to do something or he wants to create something, like, he just goes out and does it. And like, when he was spitting on Call Me If You Get Lost, like, you could feel it. Like, he gave no fucks. He's like, yo, everything that I want, I got it. Anything that I said I was going to do, I did it. Y'all and he was like, yo, if y'all can have this too, if y'all really want it. Not even, but he's like, do y'all really want it? Like, y'all can have this too. Y'all could be right here with me in the Alps. Opulence, baby. Opulence. After I heard opulence on the album, then it was like I just kept hearing the word opulence. It's like, I've never heard this word before this year. It's like, okay. Or maybe I have, but like that album put me on. So it's like, shout out to Tyler, Lyricist of the Year. The Donnies. So next we got Singer of the Year. Simple category. We got Snow, Cleo Soul, Adele. Shout out to the 30 album. I didn't put that on the R&B album of the year because it could have been better, if I'm being honest. Like, the hype was real, but it could have been better. Not saying that it was bad. It just could have been better. Like, as far as the albums that I did, all the R&B albums that I did listen to, or the albums that are on the list, like, I don't think that the Adele album was comparable, so that's why. But still, shout out to 30. But she is on Singer of the Year because Adele, like, she can sing her ass off, like, so that would be stupid. Charlotte Day Wilson, and I put SZA on there because even though SZA hasn't released an album in God knows how long, every time that she drops like a single or she's on somebody else's record, whoo, she's fine too. Like, shout out to SZA. So, Singer of the Year goes to Snow. It's very simple. It's very simple. I'm giving it to Snow because at first I had Cleo Soul because she won R&B Album of the Year, and like at first if I was being like really biased, I could just give all the awards to Snow and Tyler. Because those are really like the top two albums that I listened to this year. But that doesn't mean like they are the best albums. It's just like I listen to other stuff too. But they are two of my favorite artists. So it's like, okay. But also, like, if other artists had released more music this year, I'd have more stuff to talk about. So, whatever. So I'm giving it to Snow because, like, I really, like, whenever I listen to a Snow song, like, immediately it's just like, man, like, she calms me down. Like, I just put some Snow on, it's just like, you know what, like, I feel better now. She makes me feel better. It's just like my, like, inside, like, my soul is just like, it's like, it's like, calm down, DJ. It's like, thanks, Snow. So, Snow gets Singer of the Year. Last two categories, we got Song of the Year and Album of the Year. Song of the Year, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got Doja Cat, Kiss Me More featuring SZA. Jesus Christ, bro. I love this song. I love this song. We got Isaiah Rashad, R.I.P. Young. Banger. We got Snow, of course. And I could have chose any song on the album, but I chose In the Moment featuring Tyler, the Creator, because, like, I really had that song on repeat. It's just like, it's just something about that song. I could have picked On Your Mind or On My Mind. I could have picked In Your Eyes, but I picked In the Moment because it's a great song, and it's also kind of like a reminder, like, just the words in itself, just like, try to stay in the moment. So, like, that's why I picked that one. Then we got Tyler on his own, Tyler, the Creator, Run It Up featuring Tizo Touchdown. That song, motivational as fuck. The horns, beat, everything, perfect. We got Baby Keem, Family Ties featuring Kendrick. Shuts the party down. That song's gonna shut that, like, you could play that in like 5, 10 years, that song's still gonna be like, yo, I can't believe you play that at the right time, bro. You might cause a scene. Last song, Nas, Nobody, featuring Lauryn Hill. Like I said, for Nas to get Lauryn to come back and rap, that in itself made King's Disease 2, like, that was alright. That put King's Disease 2 up there for me as far as albums in general for this year. So, Song of the Year, who gets the Donny? I'm giving it to Nas. I circled Tyler. That's why it took me, like, I was thinking, like I have Tyler, but it's like, nah. Because when I hear Nas and Lauryn Hill together, like, it takes me back to, like, If I Ruled the World. Like, whenever I listen to that song, and, like, it's just like, it's hard, but somebody has to get the award. Fuck it. Doja Cat, Kiss Me More. She says she don't want to rap no more, but I don't care. Kiss Me More. Kiss Me More. I'm giving it to Doja Cat, Kiss Me More. This is like, because I will probably, like, that song probably reminds me of 2021 the most. Like, Kiss Me More is like, it's just a really upbeat, happy song. It's like, I love it. So, last category, album of the year. 5 banger albums. Should be able to guess majority of them though. Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. Snow Allegra, Temporary Highs in Violet Skies. Cleo Soul, Mother. Matt Comey, Pray for Haiti. Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning. I've talked about all of them enough, but the album of the year, the Donny album of the year, goes to Snow Allegra, Temporary Highs in Violet Skies. That album, it's like, when I think about what I'm recording right now, it's like, I probably made a lot of contradictions. It's like, this is the best album. So it's like, I really don't want to have to pick all, because it's just like, yo, I just like, it's not even about liking music. I love music. And to have to pick one, it's like, all right. But, like, when I think about this year, that Snow album, that's the one for me. Second place would be the Tyler album. I will do this though. I'll put them in order as far as, like, I will give them that courtesy. Album of the year for sure is Snow Allegra. The Snow Allegra, Temporary Highs and Violet Skies. Number 2 goes to Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. Number 3 goes to Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning. Number 4 goes to Matt Comey, Pray for Haiti. Number 5 goes to Cleo Soul, Mother. Put that in order. Those are my top 5 albums of the year, in that order. But the top album for me is Snow Allegra. So, with that being said, excuse me. With that being said, this has been episode 16 of the Donnies. Once again, Happy New Year's. Hopefully you all had a happy holiday. I'm glad that the year is over. I'm glad that 2021 is over. But, like, who knows what 2022 has in store. So, hopefully we all make it through. So, whatever. But anyway, I'm the Deej. Episode 16, Convos with Deej. Until next year, peace.